I don't know how to feel. Was there blood at the scene? Or did you drift off peacefully? Running ads and announcing my having gone live. Let's get right into it. Live now. Live now. With new scary lighting. I got new lighting. I found the lamp. I found the desk lamp I was talking about it, and I put it behind my monitor. So it kind of casts this aura about me. I'm aura farming. No, hold on. Live now with more. Plus all new scary lighting. It's not fully dark out yet. Actually, the sun just started setting about 10-15 minutes ago. So, I think once we lose that little bit of blue in the windows, it'll be a nice kind of warm glow. Okay, I have 20 minutes with no pre-rolls, and that's plenty of time for some Geo. Let's get my daily coins that I spent on this bun. Wait, show me the bun. Well, whatever. Yesterday, bad Ecuador, bad Senegal. You know, I've been lucky to have mostly these pretty small countries that, like, I can't lose that many points on. And then I lost, like, almost as many points as possible on 2 of these small countries, which is just not a great look. Still top 12% though. What was I wonder what my other ones were. I know this one was like top 13. This one doesn't say. They don't want to tell me that I'm in the top percentile. Top 8%, 8.6% on that seed. And Friday was what? Top 2? That's a record for me, for sure. Wow. That's a record for me, and I didn't even get Chile right. This was so maddening because I'm like down here. I'm like, I know this is like this area of Argentina, Chile. And I don't know why I dropped my pin here, but I was like scanning up here in the green because there were trees. I was scanning, looking for, I had the name and I had that name on a sign somewhere. And I scanned right over it. I didn't see it. Either I was not at the right zoom level, or else I just didn't see it with my eyes. But I would have probably been in the top 1% if I had gotten that, because that was the 1,000-point loss. Anyway, welcome to the chat, Sam. I'm you know me. I'm just doing my warm up. I'm bemoaning that I am just 250 points shy of having kept a 5-day gold streak going. But we're still, it was still really close, and I'm still doing great. That's just, RU just makes me think Russia, right? I don't know that that's what that stands for in this context, but Cyrillic script RU usually just means Russia. The truck, though, You get... Oh, I forgot to put on background music. I'll try to remember after the seed. Okay. All right. Those kids seem... They seem like they could be Russian. Those cartoons. The muddiness reminds me of Kyrgyzstan. But these houses are definitely not Kyrgyzstan. I think I'm gonna do something crazy. I mean, look, the last time I got Russia, I was like, this streak is over. I got Russia. I'm gonna lose 2,000 points, if not 3,000. And I actually managed to get a decent Russia guess. What in the world is going on here? Can I? There was a WhatsApp domain. Did they use WhatsApp in Russia? It's a wrestling. Koski, the Russian. So here's the thing. It's super cold here, right? Those mountains east. So it's either somewhere here, like something like Talas in Kyrgyzstan. Or this might be crazy. Like up Yakutsk way. The problem is if I go Yakutsk, which I think is probably a decent guess, but if it's wrong, I'm losing 10 billion points. But you know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. If the streak ends here, I guess it technically ended yesterday, but it was just... You know, I had it on to loss, so I was probably losing 1,000 points anyway. Like, it did look like that part of the world. It did look like that part of the world. Darn it. I just wanted to believe we were in Russia. I don't actually know what Yakutsk looks like. Well, Almaty. Rich with apples. A Bahuvrihi. Rich with what? Rice. In a different language, in Sanskrit. Okay, well, I'm trying to... Yeah, I wonder, do I ever just click Bishkek, I guess? I don't know. Well, there goes my streak of doing well. You know, my gold streak, yeah, now we know that you use WhatsApp there. I thought Kyrgyzstan before I thought Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan's actually nuts. Ah, we're in Amsterdam. Obviously, this is Amsterdam, right, everybody? This is Greece. I didn't know there was an Amsterdam in Greece. Whoa. We're in the time warp. We're warping to the day where there was an Amsterdam, Greece. No, I mean, we're obviously in Greece. There was the Greek alphabet. And also, it's Greece. Where's that water? East. I see water east. I'm actually going to try to make my way down towards the water because what I see from the water can actually help a lot. There's a Greek flag, if you weren't already sure from all of the Greek text and Greek air and Greek water and Greek buildings and Greek plants. It's like the most Greek location that's ever existed. I guess that's not true. It could be like Mykonos. Tennis clubs Rhodes. Tennis club Rhodes. Okay. That's actually kind of believable. I have been to Rhodes. Water East. Is there a Kalipatera? Kalithea? Crow. I'm just scanning here. Cathara. Hey, that's almost my name. It's not the only location in Greece that's almost my name. There's also Kalatos. There's also Kythera with an E. The island. I'll go show it. I'll show it after this. Kythera mentioned on map. They put me in the game. I mean, it's most likely near the top of the mountain. Hey, actually, this is interesting because Makhairia, or not with an I, Makhaira used to be one of my usernames on like an MMO or two back in the day. Yeah, it was just up here. Oh, Kaloratiras. Tennis Club Roads. There it is, right there. Oh my god, I didn't see that. Kalata Sports Center. I was not zoomed in quite enough. So I've only really ever been... I didn't really leave the medieval part of the city. Nice place. I would like to go back to it. Obviously, it's a big island. Let's go find Kythera. Won't take me long. It's right over here. Kythera. Also not my name, but like, sounds kind of like it. That's me. Okay. Tyvek. This might be like, it's either Eastern Europe or it's like Netherlands. And I will be able to determine that. Oh, see, like this little canal running by the water or running next to the road, that's very, very, very Dutch. I was already getting Dutch vibes before I saw that. But that doesn't look Dutch to me. This is not Dutch. Iella, I've seen that before. I think it just means road. But can I remember where it means road? I'm going to guess Latvia based on the LV domain name I saw right there. I did say either the Netherlands or Eastern Europe. I didn't say Baltic specifically. So, they are letting us know with the Latvian flags everywhere too. I like when they do that, right? They say, hey, if you didn't find that domain name, here's just like 10 flags very clearly displayed on the on the wall. And wait, Ukraine flag. We're in Ukraine. That changes everything. That said, I don't really know region guessing in Latvia at all. So wait, hold on. My best bet, I never like doing this, but all right, one more tick. I feel like this never works as well as I want it to. Yeah, see, that just says the road. Sometimes, because the buses, they usually have a ticker, right? And sometimes you can theoretically, Noma? Probably not. I doubt we are in Riga. but Riga has a very nice central location here. So I might just hedge with, you know, with Riga. And maybe it's even Riga. I'm locking. It was just Riga. That's why when you don't know, just click the capital. We are in... I know this is not how it's pronounced, but the ending of that word particular for you Monster Factory freaks out there just makes me think... This is most likely Finland, but the other day I ruined a good streak, like a country streak, which I just do sometimes to kill a couple minutes. I ruined a good one because I saw what looked like Finnish, and I'm like, it's Finland, and then it was Estonia. And we just had a different Baltic. We just had a different Baltic, like Una. 44. I'm not seeing... Oh, wait. Here's blue, but they're 4 digits. So unless that's a mile marker, this might actually be somewhere else. I don't know of the circumflex. Circle K. White dashed lines outside. That's I think that's normal. Does that say C? EE. I mean, that's got to be Estonia, right? I actually don't know what the EE domain is, but I mean, it's clearly Baltic or Scandinavian, just based on everything. And the only thing that makes sense with EE among Baltic countries is Estonia, surely. So I'm just looking for maybe a white 44. Usually the colors in the signs match the color of the road of this thing. You'd guess Estonia, yeah. Yeah, I think it's got to be Estonia. I will learn something new if it's not Estonia. Yeah, I didn't see 44 anywhere. I did see 40s, but let's just learn our lesson from the last round and click capital. It's not as good in Estonia because the capital is not central the way Riga was. See, if I had just clicked label, that's the other thing you can do, is just click the center, click where the label is. And that's also a smart idea. Was there a 44? Or was that... Yeah, that might have just been like a mile marker, or rather kilometer marker. Oh, last round. This has been not as good. I can't hit 20,000, but I can do pretty close to it. I can at least, as long as I don't do like a huge fumble. We're in Chile. It's in Chile. Those black street signs, to me, I can't say for certain that it's not Chile, or that those don't appear outside of Chile, but when I see black street signs and it looks like Chile, I'm gonna assume it's Chile. But look at this. Wow. Amazing. There's a layer of hill west. It's too populated. if it wasn't clear, that's probably a regional flag, a state flag or something. There's just too many people here for this to be max south. Like it looks kind of cold and all of the buildings are very low. That is possible. I'm at the end of the rope. Okay, let me scan some city. What would make sense here? It's like a pretty large city which had some hills to the west, so we're not on the coast. So it might be something like Los Angeles, which is not how it's pronounced in either America or Chile. I kind of did like a bastardization of both. I don't think it's this far north, but it could be. It just doesn't, it looks more south than north to me. Just, you know, my imperfect judgment, but it's not highly wooded the way it would be like down here. So I feel like between Santiago and Los Angeles, I'm just going to say it, between Santiago and LA makes the most sense to me. Maybe I'm just going to hedge. If it's LA and I just clicked off of it, I'll be sad. It was max south. Wow. Punta Arenas. Let me see. So I looked east at one point. Did I see water east and I just didn't think about it? Like I didn't. Well, I mentioned how it looked kind of south. I mean, it looked very south, I guess. I just never seen this big a city that far south, but it makes sense that it exists. Good to, like, most of the cities in the south look like this. Like a couple blocks, you know. But this is good to know. There's like a real proper sizable city all the way down there. There's something in my memory that like was like, oh yeah, I did see water east, which could be like two different places in Chile. Well, I hit silver. It was not a great round. Still top 40, so this might just be a hard seed, but clicking off of Kyrgyzstan was just like, I was kind of doomed from the start. Well, with that done, I'm going to run an ad and then play. While my ad is running, I will open up the game. Yeah, I was doomed. If it looks like Kyrgyzstan, go Kyrgyzstan. It wasn't. It was Kazakhstan. But, you know, had I trusted not my gut. It wasn't my gut. It was my informed decision. My gut was like, that says Ru. This must be Russia. But my informed brain said, this looks an awful lot like those base camps in Kyrgyzstan. All right, 10 more seconds on the ads. Not that I think anybody who isn't a sub is watching, but, you know. Get in here, Ness. All right. The ad is over. I got 50 minutes with no pre-rolls. Let's continue. Sam, be warned, this game is a little spooky. Maybe even a lot spooky. We're playing a board game with this creature, which I've mostly been voicing like the beast from Over the Garden Wall, and sometimes also Maximilian Pegasus, and sometimes just my own voice, my own speaking voice. We are locked in this kind of a cabin kind of situation. Oh, beast! Beware the beast. Most of these things are interactable. Let me try to remember. Squirrel, snapper. I'll try to remember that. Most of these are interactable in some way. So this was a safe that I unlocked. This is a board of mini games that I have solved. I beat that, right? I beat it. Yep, I got that one. I'm pretty sure I did this one too. Yeah, okay. You're not seeing gameplay. Let you. Oh no, that must be me. That must be me. How about now? There it is. There it is. Sorry. Here we are. I'm sorry. It did not get the capture source it did not automatically detect the browser or the game. It's supposed to automatically detect full screen applications, but it didn't do it this time. Sometimes happens. I should have double checked. Thank you for warning me, because I would have carried on like that for much longer. I was already several minutes. Here's the beast. This is the beast right there. Oh, I lost him. This is the beast. We can only see his eyes. Its eyes. I don't even really know. These are the mini games that I solved. I didn't solve this one yet, so let me try. I want the ants. The power of ants is powerful indeed. Lizard is stuck there. That's close. So can I find a way to do one more damage? Not so. Oh, just like this. No? Oh, because that makes my thing weaker. This was 4. So this is going to be kind of esoteric to you, Sam, because it's like simulating a board state in the board game. And you need to know the rules of the board game in order to make sense of what's happening here. But basically, the bottom 2 rows are mine, and the top 2 rows are theirs. But only the middle rows count. So anything in the topmost or bottommost row is like in holding. It's in reserve. And I'm trying to make it so that when I click the bell, I deal 5 points of damage with it, which is the left number here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I should think is what that does. But it's not doing it because of this lizard. Got it. No? Because that gets rid of one of my ants. Tricky shit. Okay. Tricky shit. Okay. Let's see here. You're boggled by all of this, but you're starting to get it. It'll be more clear when I play the actual game. I'm just trying to do a little puzzle to warm up. To warm up my noggin before we get into the actual game. But the actual game is much more comprehensible. Well, I shouldn't say much more. A bit more. This should work. There we go. It's a caged wolf. So when I complete these, I get to add a new card to my deck. Curious. So the reason that worked is these cards with the lizard symbol, when I damage one, it moves to the right. It moves one space to the right, if possible. And so it will block the space to the right of it. So this one can't move to the right, so it's destroyed. This one can move to the right, so it blocks this attack and then would block this space, but this thing has a wing, so it flew over the lizard tail for 2 damage. And then this attacks for free with the number of damage equal to my ants, which is 3. That's why that worked. Okay, now to the game. So, no, you may not choose a specific beast. Instead, you must now decide on a tribe that you prefer. So, just to start off, I'm getting to add a card to my deck. And I can add either a wolf, elk, or bird type tribe. I can't choose a specific card. I want to get a bird. A nascent raven. It is no less conniving in its incubation. So this is a card called the Raven Egg. It has 2 life. It does 0 damage. And it costs 1 sacrifice in order to play it, indicated by the blood symbol. And this symbol here, the sundial, means that in 1 turn, it will become it will power up. It'll get stronger. It'll probably turn into a raven. Do I wish for something else? No, I'll take it. Who is this? An anvil or something? I don't know what that is. An ancient woman emerged from behind an oak tree. She carefully laid out intricate wood carvings, then gestured at them brusquely. Choose! Stinky, Guardian, or Reach? You accepted the woodcarver's offering. It is useless without its second half, but you intuited that this would not be the last encounter with her. Okay, so I got the Guardian. I did the Guardian. Remember that, Guardian. Gotta get the second half. Okay, so this is a mini boss. And the mini bosses, everything turns red. And they get a special totem here. That means all of their elk can fly. So next turn, you can see in the arrow row, the topmost row, is what they're going to play next turn. And so next turn, they're playing a pronghorn that can fly, which is really bad for me. Well, pretty bad for me. And here are my cards. I got a squirrel, wolf, stoat, and bullfrog. It has 3 life and attacks on either side, but it flies, so... I think the bullfrog is the way to go. So in order to play the bullfrog, because it has 1 blood, I have to sacrifice a helpless squirrel. And then I play the bullfrog. And I'm playing it here for a specific reason. I pass my turn. I deal 1 damage. It blocks one of the pronghorn. The pronghorn attacks diagonally, indicated by that icon. And then it moved into my path. Rip squirrel, may I fuel the frog. Exactly. It's the circle of life. This squirrel is going to fuel the stoat. The stoat is one of my friends. It's a talking card. It's alive. And he doesn't like it when I sacrifice him. Okay. So now we must bid adieu to our friend the bullfrog. So I'm going to sacrifice the squirrel and the bullfrog to play the wolf, which will destroy the pronghorn. And then I should be good to go. Because he hasn't... The beast has not played any more creatures. So I can just win the game. And then get some more cards. My friend usually disliked being sacrificed, yeah. So another bird. A dinosaur? Or maybe lizard, but it doesn't look like the other lizards, I think. And whatever the heck this is, like a bee or an ant, perhaps? Something of that. I like the ants. But we've already kind of got the 1 bird going. What if I try a bird deck? Another goddamn raven egg. Okay, fine. I got another raven egg. I was hoping for some variety because it's supposed to be random. The old woodcarver again appeared before you. Give me... Oh, I see. I see. So, this type of creature, either an insect, a bird, or a snake, is going to have the guardian effect. The thing is I don't want my birds to be the guardians. Even though I'm going on a... Now that I know how the totem works, I wish I had made a different choice on the first turn. I'm gonna go this. I have an ant totem now. The old woman bared her teeth in satisfaction. Your first totem was complete. The burrower sigil will now be marked upon all your insect creatures. Wait, it's the burrower, not the guardian? I didn't remember that. Hold on, let me look at this. Can I... Hold on. I need to consult the tome. Burrower, burrower, burrower. Stinky. Show me the burrower. Burrower. When an empty space would be struck, it will move to that space to receive the strike instead. Okay, it is it's what I thought Guardian was. Okay. It did what I thought it did. I just was calling it the wrong name. Trap fire. Is that the woodcarver lady again? I can make a second totem? Interesting. Let's do that. Or let's go that way anyway. Oh, so we're up against some wolves. Caged wolf, you hid that for a reason. The card seems useless, but I think there's more to it. It's not Guardian, but it is what I thought it was. I'm actually gonna slow down the text speed, because Stinkbug talks a little fast for me. Stinkbug is our other talking card, and Stinkbug is now a burrower, which is great because Stinkbug is also stinky. Which means Stinky reduces the power of the things that are trying to attack it. Caged Wolf was hidden for a reason, so we should try, if we can, to find out what the Caged Wolf does. I'm going to start with a squirrel. And let's get my raven egg cooking, because it's not going to be destroyed this turn. I am, however, going to take a big hit. I'm going to take 3 damage here. You only get 5 lives. Lives, 5 hits, but it's a scale system, so when I do damage, it will tilt it back and essentially give me more life. So you need to have done 5 more damage than you have received, or vice versa. So I'm going to break the squirrel in my hand because I want to get this caged wolf out. And in order to do that, I need to sacrifice to the coyote. Well, and now I have enough for the stink bug as well. So I'm going to put the stink bug in front of the sparrow, because as you can see, because of the stink, the sparrow's attack is reduced to 0. So this turn, I should be safe. I can also, I have this fishhook here that I can use to steal an opponent's card. So if I see something really, really good, I'll try to take it. But so far, I've just seen kind of normal stuff. Okay. I'm in a little bit of a tight spot here. Because, well, the stink bug is going to move to block the sparrow because of burrower. So I think I'm just going to save up. I did not move to block it because it's flying. I can't block it because it flies. Yep. Hi, Stoat. My old friend, the Stoat. Stoat, you can kill the sparrow. Fine. Fine, I'll do it. Alright. What just happened? Oh, the caged wolf was broken, and so now I have a wolf. What was that? It did sound like something in real life moved. Like it wasn't just that I got a wolf from the cage, but I heard something happen. Maybe that's just my imagination. But I should win this turn. Just barely won. So I can get new cards, or I can go to the trapper thing. I don't remember what this is, so why don't I go find out? Because I need to learn what these symbols do. Yeah, it's the trapper, of course. My pelts are clean. Have a free one. Well, yeah, don't mind if I do. Thanks for your patronage. Unfortunately, I couldn't buy anything. I couldn't afford anything greater. Do I go back to the totem? Try to get another totem? Or do I try to power up a card that I own at the fireplace? I don't feel like I have anything really strong that I want to power up right now. The bones of the ancient woman creaked and groaned as she approached. With gently shaking hands, she placed her offerings before you. Oh, okay. So I can remix here. I'm going to take the flying. So I can either make bears or elk. I think that's bears? It might be a wolf. I can't tell if it's a bear or a wolf. I'm gonna take the lower one. Your ancient bones creak too. Maybe this old lady is you. Could be. I'm gonna keep it the way I was, but I have another option now. The old woman collected her pieces and shuffled off into the darkness. Wait, do I not get to keep that? Oh, okay. Well, lesson learned. Lesson learned. These wolves catch birds. That just means they can block flying enemies. And there's a river otter. Hey, that's cool. The river otter has submerged, which is really, really annoying. I want the stink bug. Stoat, you're not going to like this because you're going to total misplay. Because you're going to take damage from this, my friend. But it will be worth it. Well, not anymore it won't be. The river otter does 1 damage. Get the raven egg out here. Porcupine is unfortunately going to kill the stoat. Ouch! He's okay. He's okay. I think I gotta let the porcupine do its thing because I want to block the sparrow with the bullfrog. I would really... like to see the stink bug right here. No such luck. But 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna use this trigger warning for teeth getting pulled. I'm gonna pull a tooth out of my mouth so that I can win this round. Sorry to have done that. I think I could have done that without the tooth, but I actually wanted to get rid of that. I could have just sacrificed the wolf. Wolf, snake, or bird. We're all in on birds, baby. The raven, a conniving raven, a blight upon the skies. I'll take it. Go to the campfire. Warm a creature by the fire, enhance its power, said a hungry survivor. Birds all the way. I have so many ravens and wolves. I don't have kind of the variety I want to have in my deck right now. Who am I gonna buff? Like, none of these feel very strong to me, I must say. Let's make the stoat stronger. The fire warmed the weary stoat and enhanced its power. You suspected the intentions of the survivors were less than pure. With your stoat in tow, you retreated into the woods. Oh yeah, before the boss. Did somebody, like, break out of here? Can't do that. Oh, yeah, you were freed from your cage. What do I do with you, though? Sorry, do I just bring you with me? Can I set you down? There we go. I free the knife. You finally pried my special dagger from the paws of that squirrel, though you may wish you hadn't. Puzzles. Can I kill you? I don't know that I want to. What do I do with the special dagger? I don't know what I do with the special dagger. Oh, it's right there. I see. I don't know what it does. Oops, sorry. Hello, Frey. Frey, just in time. We just freed a caged wolf and acquired a dagger, and now we're facing a boss. And you know what boss it is. A chill mist closed in around you. You were not alone. A figure emerged from the fog. Stand in the way of my gold. Be darned! It be the prospector. Yeehaw! Yo, what, Stinkbug? Why does your face look like that? Just pop that mule. It's the prospector. Old man McGucket. Stinkbug looks a little different. Am I crazy? Or does Stinkbug not look like a Stinkbug? You are starting to look like a person. You kind of looked like Dilbert's boss. I'm sure that's not significant at all. So, the special dagger. To the user, you will place a weight on the scales. The pain is temporary. What do I do with it? Is it on my scales or the bad person's scales? The fish hook. I hook one of your cards, take it as your own. I must have an empty space to receive it. He's playing a coyote and a pack mule. Okay. I know how so the pliers make me pull my tooth out to put on the scales. The knife is not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be physically unpleasant, probably. Trust me, Stoat. Trust me. The coyote is gonna hit the smoke. Or I can sacrifice it for the raven. I'm gonna... If I okay, yeah, hold on. If I sacrifice it, then the stink bug can tank a hit. Cracking! I'm questioning things about this. I think the Stoat's face also got more square after the first run or two. My flesh! Why did you say that? A rabbit pelt. Okay, that's a waste of a card. Yeah, go for it. One candle down. Bosses have 2 lives. And now he's gonna destroy my whole team. There's gold in them there cards. So maybe I went a little overkill there. I've struck gold. Cool Mastiff. This is the Guardian ability. It does what... So I thought this was Burrower. But it's similar to Burrower, but it's not when an attack, it's when a card is placed. Okay, I need a lot of stuff. Honestly... Get him! I'm gonna have to let a hit go through here. Because I don't got nothing I can draw blood. Oh, I can use my pelt though. The rabbit pelt can block a hit, I think. Okay. So the problem is Bullfrog is not gonna help me with the Bloodhound. Is not gonna solve the Bloodhound problem. It's gonna do 1 damage to the Bloodhound, but that doesn't actually help me. So I need to keep drawing. And that means I gotta take a hit. Or I could steal the Bloodhound. You know what? Do I use it? I only get 1 of these. There are stronger cards. I'm gonna do it. Ring the bell. Okay. I win next turn, so... Or not next turn, rather. Next time I do damage. Which is to say... right about now. The Prospector has been defeated. Your lives are restored. Choose carefully. Since I beat a boss, I get a rare card. I like the strange larva. I've used the child in the past. I've used the long elf in the past too. I've used all of these cards, but I think the larva works best with what I'm cooking right now. Free of the prospector's unhinged gaze, you looked ahead. Oh yes, I know. As the air grew humid, your boots became harder to pull from the mud. The dank smell of tepid water invaded your nostrils. You had reached the wetlands. Okay. I've only got one item right now, so right looks pretty tempting. Let's go to the right. River snapper, pronghorn, beehive. I'm gonna take the snapper because of this thing. Hold on. This thing. I want to try to make this board state. It won't be easy because the river snapper takes 2 sacrifices, but I want to try. I will take a fan. Oh no. You can't use that. Failure. To the user, nothing will happen. This bottle of goo has no use. I'm taking it. What? That looks like a guy's head in the ooze. This game is nuts. Bugs. Okay. He makes bees, and the bees move. I'm gonna get the raven going. This doesn't do anything. The bees are gonna do 2 hits to me. Nothing I can do about that. Take a squirrel. Someday, back on the board. I'll live in the nut house with all the nuts and the squirrels. I'll kill the bullfrog. I'll take a hit from the bee. Unless you acquire a taste for blood in the water. Ouch. Okay. I'm killing this bee. This is blocked, but the mantis. Oh, the mantis is tough. The mantis will not be easily dealt with. It only has 1 life. So I can put the bullfrog here. These guys will both die. And I'll do 2 damage. I think that's game. I think that's game. I'm gonna ring the bell. I guess I could have played the wolf to do extra damage. That's what I should have done. Ain't that just the way? It sure is. I don't have any high-cost cards right now, but I don't feel like I have that many opportunities to play them. You know what? Let's just take it. We got a grizzly bear. Let me sacrifice a card. I've got 2 raven eggs. I feel like I don't need the raven. So let's make... What if I made a grizzly bear fly? I can make a wolf fly. I'm gonna make the grizzly bear fly. Why not? Who can stop me? Not you, beast. You're not my dad. Cave. There's a cool cave thing. Another totem. Campfire. Let's go left. Left, as they say, is beft. Worker ants and a ringworm. 2 worker ants together is tough. That's tough. Because they'll do 2 damage. So I'm due for 4 damage if I don't do something. Strange larva can survive a hit. Oh, there's more coming. Oh, because it's a burrower, so it blocked both of them. I guess that's technically a good thing, but it's actually a bad thing, because I'm kind of doomed now. Game might be over, unless... Yeah, that was a misplay. So let's do 2 things here. I'm serious, you cannot use that. There is no possible use for it. I'll place it on the shelf over there for now. My advice, avoid it. I'm dying this turn. Or next turn. So this turn, if I don't do anything, the most I can do right now is block 1 attack to buy me 1 more turn. But what could I do on my next turn? I don't know what I can do on my next turn that would save me. So if I take 4 damage here, I block 1 attack, take 4 damage, and all I have left in my hand is the Raven Egg. So I could, on the beginning of my next turn, with 1 life remaining and 3 ants on the field... No, I think I'm just dead no matter what. I'm gonna knife. I don't know what this does. Sorry, I'm taking my eye out? Ouch. Okay. Well, here's how I'm gonna win. Bullfrog, fan. Do your work. Believe it or not, you're not the first to lose an eye here. Ouch. It does not look good. This isn't much fun if you're half blind. Perhaps you'd like to replace it? Yeah. What the fuck? I mean, like, obviously I want an eye. This one's got 2 pupils, which is cool. I want to know what it does to my vision. But obviously this is a quest progression item, right? I can see numbers. Find better. Yeah. This allows me to see into the... Find salvation in Cuckoo Clock. I've got the things don't seem so bad if you can get magic eyes and stuff. Yeah. I've got the why leave the game? You're right. You're right. Regardless, the choice is final. Hold the phone. I've got the magic eye from what's his name in Baldur's Gate. Keep sealed. All right, it says keep sealed. What's this mean? River snapper attack. What? I don't know what that means. Oh, I get to keep the totem. That's kind of nice. Wait, obviously. Hold on. Stunted wolf. Take the film roll before he sees it. Now! What are you doing over there? Turn to face me. What are you up to over there? Nothing. I was just looking at your clock. We've got a new wolf, a new talking companion. The Trial of Wisdom. The Trial of Bones. Definitely not that. Trial of Power. Can I, Oh, good. Last time I didn't do this. Trial of Power. I have a decent shot with the Trial of Power. Last time I completely blew it. I have 4 things with no power. So a 1 in 3 chance that I'm not going to get any power. But if I draw a wolf and a grizzly, I'm basically 1. 3 sigils. I do not have very good odds for 3 sigils. I've only got 6 sigils total. And I would need to draw literally 3 of them. I need to win 3 coin flips, in other words. My best odds are this. Let the trial of power begin. Not good. All right, we got it. You have passed the trial, which means I get an immortal kingfisher, a deadly elk fawn, or a skunk with a lizard tail. I mean, what I need right now is effective blockers, so I think I'm going to take the skunk. Let's sacrifice. Am I your choice? Let's sacrifice one of my raven eggs. I don't know what the timer will do on a new card. Yo, Stoat, why do you look like BMO? Why did you become an Etch-a-Sketch? They all want the fledgling. What even happens to a fledgling stoat? Stunted Wolf, you're very cool, but I did just meet you. A stoat's been with me for a long time. Fine choice. I want to find out what happens to stoat after fledging. I ought to thank you. How has it been? It has been quite bad. I am trapped in the body of a stoat, in the paper of a card. I see that. And I have, of course, set up a way to reset once more. Go on. Our player friend here. They already hold the key. Okay. So interestingly, the stunted wolf here is missing an eye. So I'm assuming that I am wearing their eyeball. And that they were the one who wrote all of that. When did Stoat get so square? I don't know. There are bees here, so I don't want to hit the beehive. The rattler is dangerous. I've got to let the rattle attack through in order... Total misplay. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying not to get our asses killed here. And yeah, that means I'm going to take a hit from the rattler, but it's okay. Okay, you just gained a lot of life. That actually sucks, because there's 2 snakes right there. Damn it. Here we are. Kill the rattler. Kill him. Starry Elder Stoat. You were a good man. I'm in a tight spot. Damn, I am in a tight spot. All right. Last thing I'm trying. I just slashed the resolution of my stream. I think that might have done. Okay. I'm getting no dropped frames. Either it fixed itself. Okay. I'm gonna try to press on here. I'm gonna try to press on. If you're not in chat or if you're still there, I'm back. Hopefully fixed, but if it persists, oops. But it's just so my numbers are good. So far they're good. I reduced the resolution of my stream, so it's just gonna look a little worse. It's just gonna look worse, but that was the only, like, I tried several other things that might have fixed it and they didn't work. So it's totally possible that it didn't change anything and that in fact it doesn't matter because maybe the problem fixed itself. Anyway, you probably didn't catch the end of what happened because of the technical difficulties, but we're in a bad spot and we might lose anyway. We could very, very well be totally doomed. Frey says it's fixed. I think it's fixed too. It's telling me my numbers are good right now. I'm not dropping frames. I got no clue. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. I hate when that happens, but sometimes it just happens. Allegedly, like if you search for these things, everything is going to tell you it's your internet. Sorry, it's your internet. Fix your internet. Try resetting your internet. My internet was fine. I'm checking my input. I got the Xfinity app. Golden there. So I think it was just my for some reason the stream resolution was throttling me or something. I don't know. Anyway, we're doomed because there's a lot of snakes here. And I don't really have a lot that can survive against these snakes. So I can take out one of them with my stink bug. But This is going to be something of an uphill battle, I think. Because I've only got one stink bug. Thanks so much for the sub, Sam. Yo! My stink bug died. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just doomed now. It needs to be a squirrel. If I don't die this turn, I can maybe start making some headway. Okay, I got one turn left. I actually think I live. Hold on. I'm cheesing. I'm cheesing. I can just do this. I can just loop. I'm gaining. I'm ever so slowly gaining headway thanks to my infinite supply of squirrels. I found a way. I found the one way out of this I'm out of fucking squirrels. Wait. I'm out of squirrels, which changes things. I thought I had an infinite supply, to be fair. I did not. So here's the thing. Until my squirrels have run dry. By the way, I know I'm not like losing frames or anything, but does the resolution look okay? Does it look like you're streaming a video in 360p? I had to cut the resolution pretty considerably. And maybe I could have cut it less than I did, but I can't test that again without stopping stream. So I hope it looks okay. It's just probably going to look a little ugly, but so here's my thing. Yeah, stop tapping your fingers, asshole. I'm thinking. I need to do 3 damage to win. And right now I'm only doing 2 damage. I think I'm fine. Because I'm doing 2 this turn. And I'm going to take 1 back. And then I'm going to do 2 next turn. So I think I'm fine. Just in case. I mean, this is my last play, so I'm going to play this. It's going to die anyway. I think I'm okay. I just have to... That's not going to help me. That wouldn't help me. Would not help me. Does this kill? Woof. If that didn't kill, I had just enough squirrels. I had just enough squirrels. Parker. Something about squirrels? What are you doing? Photograph squirrels? insect, bird, or snake. I could use another bug. I've got a lot of birds. All right, beehive. We got the beehive. I've never touched a mushroom before. Let's go to the mushroom. You found yourself among a grove of thick and pungent mushrooms. You squinted to see a figure through a thick cloud of spores. We are the mycologists, yes? Yes. And we are performing our experiments far from... We are not welcome elsewhere. We will experiment on your flock, yes? We will need 2 of the same creatures. 1 for each of us. Take my wolves. Yeah. Take the wolves. I think this could get messy. Look away. The wolf, it is now 1. Good lord. It's a super wolf. Alright. Time for the fisherman. I've got a wolf experiment. It's a super wolf. I've got the smoke. You beheld an immense man slouched beside a mucky pond. He appeared to be tearing husks of flesh from a fish corpse. Some chunks were thrown back to the pond, where a few ghoulish birds snapped them up, and some were sloppily pushed into the hulking man's mouth. It's the fisherman. You bring fish. Easy choose. Yo-ho, yo-ho. Near the hooks, I'll never go. Okay, I'm gonna do something stupid. Shit, I wish I had... If I just had a squirrel in the jar, I could make the board state of legend with the squirrel and the snapper, but I can't. I'm just gonna do my thing. I'm gonna do the best I can. Yeah, I want to make the board state, but I don't think I can. Not without a squirrel in a jar. And I don't have a squirrel in a jar. So I'm just gonna get the... I'm gonna get the Frankenstein wolf out. And he's gonna get me straight to round 2. Alright, phase 2. Go fish. Now, unfortunately, he put a goddamn bait bucket right where I don't want there to be a bait bucket. Because now there's a shark, and the shark is gonna catch my wolf. I have to let one of these wolf attacks through, I think. Or shark attacks, I mean. Smells like fish. Well, that's... Okay, squirrel can block, and now I'm doing some damage. But not forever. I'm not safe forever. I'm just gonna ride this out as long as I can, but I'm gonna run out of squirrels. I just want to not die to the shark, you know? The shark's gonna eat my my stink bug because of the burrow. All right. Now I gotta kick into motion now. We're even. We're no longer even. I think I'm doomed. I don't think I can get out of this. Yeah, I don't think there's any way. You took the film roll. Is that correct? My plan nears its moment of truth. But you must defeat him first. Well... Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro, that's not happening. Are you sure? Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. There's nothing I can do. The sharks are... I don't know if he meant right now, but I'm dead. There's nothing I could have done. I think he means... I interpret it to mean I need to make it to the final boss, which every time so far it's told me it's too soon for me to go to the final boss. But maybe now I can actually get to the final boss. Please, try to remain alive for just a short while longer. I would like a memento. Your death card. Let us begin. The cost of a bee. The power and health of a wolf. And the sigils of a raven egg. My name is Kithara. You have asked me my name, but I guess I'm not the same guy, am I? I don't know. Death awaits. Are you ready? Say cheese. All right, let's give it one more run. Are you prepared for what lies ahead? Be impaled on the angler's hook like the one who came before? Oh yeah, what are you looking at? Keep your eyes on me. That foul, stunted wolf? You really want such a creature in your deck? The sight of it does try my temper, but it has been dealt, so it stands. Oh, new thing. Oh, this is much easier. This I can do. Should I try this? Okay. Can't move you. Oh, I can't move you either. That's only two. Figured it out, I think. Yep. Had to kill myself. And I thought you had all the totem heads together. My thanks, the wood coffer. carver will offer the rat now. All right, new run. I would love to top deck the omnipresent mole. It burrows and emerges to block any landborne attacker. The flighty elk. It moves after attacking. Let's get the mole. I want to top deck the bullfrog. The burrowing stoat. Another sigil. Hooray. Let me actually I just want to check this once. Okay. Squirrel, bullfrog. There were other marks on this, but okay. We're fine. All right. Dang it! I don't think with the boulder, I don't think it counts. I need an empty board, but I'm just gonna try just in case. You never know, you know? Oh, I just heard it. Okay, it does count. It does count, I think. I heard something happen. I'm just swinging, full swing. Something sure happened. You cross your fingers, okay. Is this a wolf? We meet again. Well, my wolfy friend. Use me wisely, I will. We won. Let's go see what happened. A potted plant. Where do I put... Where does this potted plant go? Do you know, mister? There it is. Next to the mushrooms. Hey, I thought I turned that candle out, but let's press onward. Hey, Mr. Trapper. I'm just gonna have to take your freebie here. I could take 2. Sure. You have me gratitude. Another sacrifice. I actually kind of don't want to right now, but... Sorry, Bullfrog, you've served your purpose well. A taste of my former glory. Mini boss, or I don't know what either of those symbols mean. I don't quite feel up for a mini boss right now. I guess I have a hook and a knife. Salutations, greetings. All right, everybody wants to be in a... Don't. Alas. I should say something. You give him a grittier voice. Alas. Ow. Oof. My bones. That was a... You can't sacrifice that. Okay, yeah. I think I knew that. Ding ding. Alpha looks kind of cool. Leader. Creatures adjacent to this card bearing the sigil gain 1 power. Yeah, what if I yoinked it? Now my rabbit pelt has power. It's a dangerous rabbit pelt. Total misplay. Shut your mouth. I won. All right. Pickaxe, or that looks like a bookshelf to me, or maybe a tombstone. What's behind it? Totem. Am I still cooking with a... No, I'm not, am I? No. So I could start working on a totem. Get some more items. I guess I'm low on items. I'm low on items. I'm gonna go this way. Oh, this is you. I did know what this was. Well, I do have 2 exquisite pelts, so let's get these. What am I gonna get for my 2 pelts? What's a beaver? Dam builder. So it blocks. It helps. It's a blocker. I gotta say, I like the shark. Oh, I get 2. I don't have a flyer. Let me get the bat. I want the items. Still haven't dropped any frames since I restarted, so. Squirrel, always good. Ooh, piggy. A little piggy full of bones. I'm gonna take a go for my shark. Pronghorns and moles. Yep. Cancels out, of course. That's fine for now. A bat. It's nice and all, but can't play anything just yet. You can't sacrifice a stump. But now I've got some more bones to work with. So I can play Mr. Stinky. Good play. Yeah, I know. That's why I did it. Now Pronghorn doesn't do any damage. And I can get rid of the fawn with my stoat. This spot? That's the spot. Yeah, I'm sure. See? See? A perfect plan. Ant, bird, or elk. I'm only working with 5 cards right now. I have a flyer. Yeah, beehive's a good card here. Campfire. Crackling fire lit the starting faces of a group of survivors. We have not food, but perhaps one of your creatures will join us and enhance its power. If you must, do what you must. Pick someone else. Yeah, nobody wants it. I'm going to give it to the bees. That way my bee can attack. Survivors were right about the flames. Enhance the creature's power. Spotting a few of the survivors drooling. I wanted to see if they were going to eat the bees. You ever eaten a bee? My dog has. Take my bees. Train them. Alright, it's the prospector again. Pass a massive empty bowl surrounded by heaps of unidentified giblets and scantlings. Seemed the bowl was designed for a dog. But what earthly hound would require a meal of that size? The prospector! Where's that hound of mine? Boss time, eh? A lucky draw. Okay, so the thing about this one is I don't have a lot of cards right now. I need to destroy the pack mule. That is essentially a must. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go all out on the Great White. And then I'm gonna save the rest. Mr. Stoat, you can kill the coyote. Pack mule will die to the stoat, and then but I need to save the rest because when this Great White hits, the next round is gonna start. My mule and her pack. Find the gold. There's gold in them there cards. Ding, ding, ding. Struck gold. And there's the hound. There's that doggone hound of yours. I've already got 2 squirrels. The beehive. Bee is created in my hand. My bees are more powerful than you can ever comprehend. Prospector, get him! I have plenty of cards in hand, so let's take them out. The bat can do that. And the little stinker, oh shoot, the little bullfrog can do that. Yep, knew that would happen. I got another bat. The bat that came back. I think I win. Prospector down. You will not perish quite yet. Perhaps one of these will entice you. The Douse. I've never seen this before. The filthy feral hog. It becomes incensed when its chimes are struck. What does this do? Bellist. When a card bearing this sigil is played, a chime is created on each empty space, and it gets stronger when those chimes are destroyed. Mantis God. It's a leader. The Holy Mantis God. A perfect incarnation of terror. The amorphous amoeba. Its sigils are ever-changing. Oh, these are all cool. Trifurcated strike. Amorphous. When it's drawn, it gets a random sigil. So not every turn, just when it's drawn. I'm gonna get the Mantis God. Wiping the dust from your trousers, you returned to your journey. We will need another map. Tepid water flooded your boots. Flies swarmed around you. You had entered the wetlands. I have my knife to pluck my goddamn eye out in an emergency. Ringworm. Its value is not readily apparent. No, I wouldn't say so. Moose buck or another bullfrog. Tough choice, because I actually don't want any of these. Maybe the ringworm has some secret value. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I already have one 3-cost card. So I guess I just need some good old-fashioned soldiers like the bullfrog. That's remove a card. I actually don't want that right now because my deck is kind of low. Right? I don't want to sacrifice either, because who would I sacrifice to? Nobody. Let's get some items then. Take a squirrel. The skink. Check this out. Mantis God. 3 damage. Bing, bing, bing. Beehive. And I can get the stink bug out, which would stop the adder. Cracking. Easy. Okay. More cards. Mushrooms. That only worked with 2 of a kind, right? And I don't have a 2 of a kind right now. So I'm going to go this way. Maybe the mushroom does something different every time you do it. But as far as I know, right now, it's a 2 of a kind of deal. Who's my flyer right now? The bat? I like the sparrow. Cockroach isn't bad either. Cockroach is not bad. The Mantis God. The Mantis God's about to get even stronger next round. I'll tell you that. When I hit the campfire. Cockroach helps, but I'm going to take the sparrow. like I said, I think I just kind of want some soldiers right now. Warm light of a campfire. Power up. Power up the Mantis God. The power of the Mantis God was enhanced. And then we got the hell out of Dodge before they ate my guy. Great draw. That's tough. That is tough, I will say. But not so tough that I can't... Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Take some hits, but I blocked the Kingfisher. That was actually not smart. Actually wasn't smart. Sorry, wrong placement, Stunted Wolf. I should have had you block the Sparrow. I should have put you in front of the Sparrow. That was stupid. But it's okay. You know why it's okay? Because I got some bees. Sorry, man. I put you in the wrong spot. Yeah. Just put them in the wrong spot. That's my mistake. But it's not over. Not over. No, it ain't. Mr. Stoat. I'm gonna hold you. Because I'm about to get some bees. We got a bee. 1/1 flyer. Bad play. No, listen. It's actually a good play. Don't judge me next time. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Cockroach, adder, me. I'm taking Cathara. Pretty strong. Warm a creature by the fire. Wait a second. Something just clicked for me. Hold on. Oh, that's Fortitude +2. Interesting. This is different. So this is an old Cathara. This is not the most recent Cathara that I made. And the reason he asks me for a name at different time is because I'm a different person getting killed, and I've just been using the name Cathara every time. That was kind of stupid. But I sort of suspected, but I was just typing my name because whatever. I don't know what else I'm going to put. But yeah, this is a previous guy that died, as like Kalinsky was. Sam, when I said I killed a man, it's because I found someone's card named Kalinsky, who apparently was just a guy, although it seems like probably Stoat and Stinkbug and Wolf are also just guys. But I think there are maybe 3 Catharas out there, 3 different Catharas. But this is possibly the best Cathara. 4/2 0 cost was so good. And I think I'm going to make it 4/4. Ooh, okay. I've got a good deck this time. I feel good about it. Rattler is dangerous. But I can counterattack. 3 alternate timeline Catharas. I probably should have named them something different now in hindsight. Next time I'll try that. I don't think it matters. I just think it's... So here's my guess. Here's my guess. Is when you lose, you die. The first time we played, like our first run, we booted up somebody's existing file. And I bet that was Kalinsky. And so after you die, you get that little scene where he's like, "No, you are not dead. Let me take a picture of you and build a card." I think that's at the beginning of a new person's life. Like a new person comes to life and he takes a picture of them to put their soul in a card or something and then gives them an attempt to run the gauntlet. But that's just a theory. I think I have to let... I mean, I don't have to. I'm going to let the Rattler through. It's going to get a free attack. That sucks. But this is the best way that I can think of to deal with these goddamn snakes. Use me wisely. I'll try. I'll try. That's fine. This is part of my plan still. Yeah, sorry, you're gonna die to that adder, but I've got enough for the stinker, so you can take them out. The skunk and the beehive won't do any damage as long as I leave them alone. Wolf is dead here, but that's why I've got the bullfrog. Stinkbug is fortunately immune to these guys, because if they don't do damage, their poison can't do anything. Just gonna stock up. I think I'm in. You have me here. I surrender. So I've never accepted the surrender before. Let's do it. Okay, nothing happened. He's just saying, don't waste your time. I lost. All right. Trial of Bones, 5 bones. Trial of Wisdom, 3 sigils. 2 must be kin. I've got a lot of different types. I've got a lot of different types here. So I think I have to rule kin out, because 4 of my cards don't even have kin. And then the others are all different types, except for Stinkbug and Mantis. So let's rule that out. Sigils is pretty good. Yeah, everything has a sigil. Yeah, let's just do sigils. Let the trial of wisdom begin. They've all got sigils. You have passed. Rare cards. So I can get a powered up Great White. A slippery coyote. Or a pointy pronghorn. I like the pointy pronghorn. Let's go to the fire. Warm a creature by the fire. So I was obviously thinking mantis, but now that I got that pronghorn, I think I'm gonna get the pronghorn. Survivors were right. They tried to eat him, but I got away. All right, fisherman. You ended my last run, but I actually feel rather prepared here. What you first mistook for a misshapen boulder appeared to be a hulking man. You attempted to sneak past him, but your foot made contact with a metal bucket. I am the angler. You are the fish. Okay. Oh, banger turn here. So the question is there a good reason not to go all out on the first turn? Yes, but also no. So Cathara's ability here, which is very, very good, is I can sacrifice it as many times as I want. So I'm putting a bee there. It actually doesn't do any good there. That was stupid. That's okay. I'm putting the Mantis God here. And I'm just going to hold on to this. Straight into round 2. Which means now I'm going to start seeing the chum buckets. Go fish. Now this is obviously not ideal. Because these are all going to turn into sharks. And sharks bite. But I don't think there's a way for me not to do that. And the Mantis God actually should help deal with the sharks if I'm correct. So I'm gonna lay down the smoke and get my wolf out. And I'm just gonna swing and hope I can deal with the sharks. Go fish. Okay. Mantis God and Bee, unfortunately both dead. But I've got 2 tools in my hand. That putrid smell. Yeah, what about it? I actually don't want to use any of these. I have, by the way, I have the knife. I could pluck my eyeball out to win right now, but I think I just have a chance because I'm about to do 6 damage, so I think I win. I don't think I need to do anything. Sucker. Mantis God. So Cathara bit the bait, and then Mantis killed Cathara's opponent, which just opened me up to win. Reignite. Good play. Yeah, I only pluck my eye out in case of emergency. Exactly what I was thinking. Long Elk, another Mantis God, or Child 13. How many boners do I have? Just 1, 2. Only 2 boners right now. And I'm sorry for calling them that, but that's what I call them. Moving past the pond, you took a deep breath of fresh air and continued on. A moment. The relief of the fresh air quickly gave way to the bone-shaking chill. You guessed that the path ahead is the snow increasingly obscured it. You had climbed to the snow line. I've had good luck here. I could get some new... I only need one... I would only be 1 new item. I don't have any pelts, so this is kind of wasted, but I think it's the way. I think this is the way. I've had good luck with this guy before. Trial of Health, 6 to pass. Trial of Bones, 5 to pass. Trial of Kin, I do not want. Trial of Health, how are we looking, folks? Not very healthy. But I would need 2 boners, and I've only got 3. So there's only a 1 in 4 chance I draw one, and I need 2. Which is a what? A 1 in 16 chance or something like that? Not actually. That's not true. Health might be the best chance. I don't think it's a good one. I don't have great odds. I just have to kind of hope I get Cathara or a Stoat. Okay. All right, we got it. I got lucky. I failed my first cave trial, and then I've won a few of them since. What does this mean? Worthy sacrifice. Oh, it's extra blood. Got it. That's not bad. A hefty Cthulhu. I've never used this card, so let's use it. Who wants more life? Yeah, who wants extra health? Who has the best use of extra health? Long elk? Maybe? Shark? No, not really. Shark doesn't need a lot of health because of the submerge. Could get more bees. But I think just making Mantis God a little tougher is probably the best move. All right. We are getting deeper. Great draw. All right, Mr. Cthulhu. So we can't see what this means, but I'm guessing the value represented by this is equal to the number of cards in your hand. That's what that says. I can read the text. I can't actually read it, but that's just what it says. Ask me if my papyrology skills ever come in handy. No, I don't think it's that hard. It's just you can read it if you try. So in this case, it's not very high for me because it's only actually 2. I want to crack some of these eggs. But I can't really do that. Not easily, anyway. So I think this is just what I have to do. It's just like the only play that makes any sense. Hey, it's 2. I knew it. I take 2. I move to the side so that I can kill the elk fawn. Oh, or I can die to the elk fawn. I miscalculated. I may have miscalculated. Alas, we meet again. Don't alas. It's not a bad thing. I'm gonna need you in a second, big guy. I'm gonna need you in a second. But not yet. Yeah, that first turn was not ideal. I might need to pop an eye. Or, hear me out, I could just lose a candle. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. There's no other move that I can make. I'm taking 3 damage. I think I lose. Yeah, I'm just gonna lose the candle. Save my eye for another day. I get a second life. It doesn't count on boss fights, but in regular fights, I can lose a life. If I make it to the boss without losing my candle, I get a special card called the Smoke. But that just wasn't possible here. Hey, Mr. Trapper, you're the boss of this area, aren't you? So I don't know that I trust you, but I'll take it. Much appreciated. Yeah, you're gonna kick my ass later, I know. The decrepit woodcarver appeared before you. She moved with a certain vigor in spite of her considerable age. So my rats can fly? My rodents can fly? Do I even have rodents? I don't think stoat counts. I don't think I have any rodents right now, so... The wolf? I do have a wolf, but I can't make use of that right now. Hi, welcome in, Default Transfem 1. I hope I'm reading that name correct. The dark blue of your name is a little hard to read, but I think I got it. Welcome in. Just so you know, this is my first time playing this game, so if you're an experienced inscriber, please keep spoilers, hints, tips, tricks, and the like. Keep them to yourself. Just smile. We like to smile here. I'm gonna grab the wolf because I'm not gonna use any of them right now, but maybe in the future. When you looked up again, the ancient woman had vanished. Worm gang. Okay, it's another bunch of these babies that I need to get rid of as soon as I can, because that was a problem last time. And hey, you know who's really good for clearing a bunch of stuff really fast? Don't worry about spoilers. You're well versed in ripping your skin off when you can't say something due to spoilers. Well, I hope it doesn't come to that, but if I make you rip your skin off tonight, I'm sorry. But otherwise, hope you're having a good night. I hope your skin remains unflayed, but I do appreciate your discretion. I always appreciate that. Obviously, Mantis God can do a good amount of damage here, and then maybe next turn I can get the wolf out. Have I found any strategy yet, or am I just going blind? I wouldn't say I have like an overarching strategy. This is, I think, my fourth run. I got booted the first 2 times. So like my first run, I made it to the fisherman. He said too soon. My second run, I made it to the trapper. He said too soon. And then the third run, I got my ass kicked by the fisherman. And this time I've passed the fisherman, so I'm hoping maybe the trapper will let me through this time. I've got a wolf friend here. Do I know why they're saying too soon? Not really. I'm assuming it has to do with the meta progression of the story. So like when I last did that, I did not yet have the stunted wolf. So I'm hoping. I don't know anything. I'm hoping now that I've acquired the stunted wolf and the film roll that he gave me, maybe the trapper will let me by. We'll see what happens, but that's where I'm at right now. I've been solving a few meta puzzles in the cabin, but I don't have a. I'm gonna get rid of this egg. In terms of like strategy, no thanks. I prefer to figure things out, or if they're never explained, then they'll remain a mystery for me to wonder. I'm glad I gave the mantis. Always ask, chat. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I usually like to know as little, like, I really only want to know what the game tells me. And if the game tells me nothing, I want to enjoy the mystery, and I wonder why I wonder why I got stopped there. I wonder what it was that let me past him the first time or whatever. And then usually once I'm done with the game, then I'll go and check that out and then I want to know after I'm done. But for the time being, yeah, I'm just big chillin'. In terms of my actual play strategy, it's to play the Mantis God. That's my strategy. It's not foolproof, but it served me quite well. I've got 2 items. I do have pelts. So I'm only going to be able to get 1 item here, but let's try it. Let's just do it. Are your pelts clean? This one is. Oh, interesting. I can get a black goat in my deck. Oh, an ad may have just played. It says my pre-rolls are off for an hour. I don't know why it's playing them right now. Thing is I don't super want any of these right now. How's my mana curve doing? I have a lot of 1 costs. I only have 1 2 cost. Is that true? Yeah. It's the pronghorn. Which I haven't seen yet. I haven't played it yet. I haven't even gotten a chance. I mean, obviously the black goat is pretty good for my big cards, but I don't have that many big cards. And beaver and cat are nice, but I kind of don't want to get super clogged up. Kingfisher's sort of nice, but it doesn't help me block at all. So it's limited. Again, it kind of just clogs up a spot. You know what? You know what? Like women, I'm picking the bear. I don't think this is a smart plan. You just had to watch 3 ads. I'm sorry about that. I try to keep pre-rolls off, but you just happened to come in time for my my hourly ads. Oh, wolf pelts too, exquisite. I do love a porcupine. Rabbit hole. A rabbit is created in your hand. I like that. And it's a burrower too. So that's actually kind of perfect. I'm gonna do that. I do like the porcupine, but a flying porcupine, less useful. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Alright. I get only one item here. Scissors are pretty great. Alright, can we get past the mini-boss? Turkey vulture. And moles. Stoat burrows, which doesn't help very much here. I'm gonna do something a little, I mean, this kind of sucks, but I can't really block that 3 damage right now. Yet. So I kind of want... I'm going to use my goat. Not having it for the boss is a bit of annoying, because the trapper's tough. But I think this is the best thing for me to do. It will fly, so I'm gonna take the 3 damage. But then I'm gonna kill it on the next turn. Actually, yes. Yes. I think that's the play. I do a big hit. It's gonna hurt. Sorry for... Sometimes I move the screen very, very quickly, and I am a little worried about... I'm gonna squirrel. I'm just gonna get you out here as a burrower. Oh, the overage damage actually doomed me there, but fortunately, I've got an elk in my pocket. And a bat. Yeah, I didn't realize, I guess that's the first time I've seen that happen, where the over damage, the trample, to use the magic parlance, activated the porcupine thorns, the quills. I've never seen that before, but it makes sense. I gotta keep an eye out for that in the future. I'm in a slightly tougher spot now, but it's okay. A vertebra. Beware the alpha. I can sacrifice my... Yeah. I've got a powered up beehive that can fight. Stop that. Great draw, Mr. Stinky. Okay, Mole is dying. Alpha is going down to 1. Stink Bug can block the porcupine. I will eventually die to it, but that's a risk I'm willing to take, and I'm just going to put the bee out for a little bit of extra damage. All right. My second bee. Here comes another turkey vulture. That will be tough. That's going to be... You're actually just the one I was looking for. Although, might not be enough. I need to beat the alpha. Stoat is gonna just have to block it. But I need to kill the alpha before I get out here. And I'm gonna hold the bee in my hand. I can't play the bat yet, no bones. Unfortunate there. But that's why I got Mr. Stoat. Ah, the god himself has come to grace my humble village. But unfortunately, turkey vulture... Oh, let's see. Stoat's killing porcupine and then dying. So that's a wash. And I've got the pronghorn coming in behind me. Let me do some quick math here. I think I'm good. I had the damage. Mantis God saves the day again. What do you... Go figure. I'm gonna go for 2 costs. Rat King, thank you. I kind of have too many cards in my deck at this point, but I did pass up a removal earlier. It's just what I had to do, you know? Alright, who's taking some health? I could get more bees. I could just make the mantis stronger and stronger. The long elk came in clutch there, I must say. Let's do it. All right. I don't have any more things to pull out of this cabinet. Trapper time. I just exhaled and a sticky note flew off of my desk. You took in the familiar sights and scents of the trapper's pelts. But something was different. The once friendly man now beheld you with a steely gaze. I'm afraid I must be skinning you today. Oh. I mean, pretty strong start, I have to say. I know there's risk in using this right out of the gate. I do have an eyeball to pluck out if I need it. Because Mantis God's gonna bite the dust next turn, unless it's kind of a lucky draw, but not really. So Mantis God, I don't know the order that it resolves, but I'm assuming I'm going to destroy the trap and then go before I hit the strange frog. But I don't think it's worth using. All right. I'm gonna do something that may be stupid. I think I'm gonna pluck my eye out. Because my options here, basically, the way I see it, are just let the turn go, and I destroy one trap, and then I die. And so I have to start my next turn with a frog in my face and very few tools. That might actually not be that bad. It's only 1 damage. It might not actually be that bad. It might not be that bad. But let me talk it through. I could use my scissors to rip up this left trap to allow me to destroy the strange frog and the right trap, which would give me a much better board state. But it's a pretty valuable tool that I kind of want to save for an actual, like, dangerous monster, like something attacking me. Now, frankly, the logic behind my knife use here is I don't know what happens when I hit the second phase. Last time I hit the second phase, he said too soon for some reason, and I got grizzlied. I don't know if that will happen again or not, but it's possible, as is the case with a couple other bosses, that hitting the next phase clears the board. So the logic behind doing that is basically, I don't want to deal with this phase before, like, I just want to get on to the next thing. But the problem, because I don't know what's happening in the next phase, I don't know if that's a good decision or a bad decision. It's a bad decision if either he doesn't clear his board, or else he clears his board and replaces it with something even more dangerous, because I have nothing in my hand that I can use right now. If I do that, it would basically just be like, oops, you get a free turn during your second phase, which is potentially more dangerous than your first phase. I think I've talked myself into just hitting the bell. It's a lot of discussion for doing nothing, but I just don't think it's worth using either of my two aces just to mitigate essentially 1 damage. Unfortunately, Mantis God is biting the dust early here, so I'm gonna need a different way through this fight. But Mantis God, no matter when I played Mantis God, it gets kind of countered by the leaping traps, so... Oh! Perfect. I'm glad I did not use the scissors, because... What? Oh, the creature opposing it, not the creature that destroyed it. I knew that, of course. I was worried for nothing. I was just pretending. I was just pretending to be worried. That means the leaping trap will kill me, though. So, let me... So I could bring out the Rat King, but it doesn't actually do me much good. I'm gonna bring out a squirrel and just sack it for an extra bone, so that next turn I'll have a squirrel and stink bug. Yeah, perfect. And a wolf pelt. Hey, that's not bad either. Rat King can kill the bullfrog, or I could just go for damage. I love the music, by the way. Big fan of the humming. So... Stink bug kind of nullifies the adder, which is why I was kind of wanted to wait. But honestly, anything I play kind of nullifies the adder, so I'm just going to take out the bullfrog now. And then kill the adder first thing next turn with the Rat King, potentially, or whatever. The adder will do 1 damage to me. That is a... I could block it with the pelt. I'm going to just block it with the pelt. Why not? I could block something more dangerous with the pelt later, but I think it's just better to do it now. We're in. We're so in. Maybe I should have thought more carefully before playing this in Phase 1. But, this was my very first death card, by the way. 0 cost 4/4 that I can sacrifice infinitely. I'm gonna not sacrifice it right now because I don't know what happens when Phase 2 starts. I don't know what happens when Phase 2 starts. So I'm just gonna try to draw up a hand. And unfortunately, if Phase 2 doesn't clear the board, Cathara's probably dying to the adder. But I don't want to pull the bullfrog out yet. I just don't know what's going to happen in the next phase, and having a low-cost guy is important to me. One candle down. I thought it would clear the board. I hoped it would, anyway. Exquisite pelts, but the cycle must continue. You're the same guy! You know, I noticed the hair was kind of weird, but I did not notice. I did not put it together that you were both the trader and both the trapper and the trader. Let's trade. Woof! You will accept only the finest pelts for them. I wish I hadn't gotten rid of my pelts ahead of, or a little earlier. Oh my god. Trade for what you can, but know this, the rest will stay and fight for me. Woof. What's gonna give me the biggest issue? Touch of Death. Raven's not that big a deal because it's flying, so Touch of Death doesn't matter. Sharks are tough, man. The Moose Buck's a big issue. I think the Moose Buck might be the biggest issue. River Snapper's not great either, I will say. You would have chosen differently? Well, go to hell. I didn't ask. I do, so good news is I can get rid of one of these fuckers. I can get rid of one of these fuckers. Elk's dying, Bat's dying, and then I'm taking 3 damage. As well as Cathara will stay alive once. This might sound crazy, but I think I'm gonna go for a squirrel. What I need is stuff to sacrifice right now, because I have a lot of blood in my hands. I also have the fucking eyeball. It's a last resort. Maybe that's stupid? If I have a flyer, then I could just go for the eyeball, but I don't have a flyer. I feel like I remember the eyeball did not one-shot. I think it did like 4 or something. I still had to hit after plucking my eye out, which sucked. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. What am I doing here, though? Bullfrog can block Raven, but I just die. So it's good to save the life. I would really love something to get rid of the River Snapper, but I don't have it right now. So I could let the Bat through? Here's the thing. I think I've just got to wait again. Like, I think... So... I could play Rat King or Bullfrog to do some damage to the Raven. Whatever I play is dying. Like, I can't kill the Raven unless I sacrifice Stinkbug. That's not true. Cathara can be sacrificed infinitely. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. Of course, I'm a fool. That might not be optimal, but it gets rid of the front row faster. I'm gonna take a hit afterwards. I'm actually gonna... So let's see. That's got flying, yeah. Oh, I can't snap up anything in the front. That's not good. Uh-oh. In that case... I can't snap... I can't chop the back row. So, I'm killing all 3 of these. Great. Fine. Awesome. Then I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3 plus 4... I'm taking 8 damage. after this turn. And from then on, I'm fine. But I need to survive 8 damage. And the only way I think I can do that is by plucking out my eye. Right? Because, well, cutting up the raven could also help. But I'd rather save the scissors. Wait, can I cut the back? I'm just going to click on the great white, and if it cuts the raven, maybe I'm fucked. Okay, I cannot click the great white or the turkey vulture. I'm going to pluck my eye out. Sorry. Ugh. Sorry, folks. If I've done my math right, I live this. If I did my math wrong, that fucking sucks. but it's okay. I did what I had to do. Come on. I did the math. The math has never betrayed me. Let me draw. Absolutely balling tonight. I mean, that was a risky move. Not risky because I did the math, but what do I need right now? What do I need right now? A squirrel. That's what I need. So turkey vulture's dead. I'm cutting up the great white. So right now, I'm pretty sure I killed turkey vulture. And I'm dealing 5 damage. And I'm gonna take 1 damage in return. I could take 4 damage if I somehow don't kill the turkey vulture due to its, I don't think that's how, I think I know how Burrower works. I'm just gonna be safe. I'm gonna block the 1 damage from the river snapper. And I'm gonna ring the bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. We're fine. Chat. Chat, we're in there. We lost an eye. But the second candle has been extinguished. And I got my life back. We are ballin'. An amalgam. Canine, hooved, reptilian, feathered, insectoid. The amalgam is all. A regular old chimera. The mole man, the stalwart mole man, the ultimate defense. It's a burrower and protects against flying for only 1, but doesn't do any damage. The Ouroboros lives forever. Doesn't look that good, actually. Mole man seems pretty strong. I think I go Molman here. Because I don't have a lot of type dependent abilities right now. I think just a good blocker. Would I care for a new eye? Why, yes, I would. Don't mind if I take the magic eye again. I mean, I don't see why not. If you keep putting it in here, I'll keep taking it. Find salvation in the cuckoo clock. Yeah, happy with that one? Yeah, sure. I've seen that before. With the enigmatic trapper and trader now bleeding in the snow, you persisted. You could see a light in the distance. The end is near. Past the point of no return. No backwards glances. Anything new here? I mean, I've already done this. I wonder, will something happen again? No. This is just blood. I'm not supposed to touch you. I got nothing over there. Oh, I forgot I could steal teeth from this guy. I forgot about that. I don't know that it would have made a difference, but you never know. Alright. I need items. Plain and simple, I need items. Yeah, a new card or a new power-up could be good, but I just need items right now. Oh, wait, hold the phone. So the fan... Okay, the scissor, I would say, is generally the better card. But the fan... This is the final fight, right? The fan is just a like, hey, swing with all of your guys. You know, end the game button. But the thing is, I'm getting 3 items here. And I think I'm more likely to see another fan than another scissors. So I'm going to take the scissors and I hope I get a fan in the next round. A powerful item. Turn this and I'll skip my next turn. Yeah, that's pretty powerful, I would say. Let's get that. And then, okay, no fan. Damn it. Well, I gambled. And that's okay. Hey, this is probably the door to the house I'm in right now, right? Your eyes have fixed themselves on the small cabin. Its warm light a beacon in the oppressive darkness of the night. Surely this cabin marked the end of your travails. Something scary's happening. Or I just won. That's probably nothing, right? Whose hand is this? Steps away from the strange cabin. You were presented with an opportunity. I don't offer my boons to just any traveler. If you are able to pass my trials, you will be rewarded mightily. Take the trial of the swift. The 3 drawn cards must include a card with a sprinter sigil. The trial of the ring. If you have a ring, you pass automatically. I don't think I have a ring. I have not seen myself holding a ring. Wait, what's this, 11? Is this 11 right there? I'm writing that down real quick. Just in case. The trial of the Find. The 3 drawn cards must include a card with the waterborne sigil. Can I look at my deck? No, I cannot. I think I've got the long elk and the pronghorn. The moose is a different sigil. It's hefty. And I've got a shark. I don't think I have another submerged card. And as far as I know, I don't have a ring. I've looked at my hands like once in a while, but I've never noticed a ring. So I'm gonna just, pray I'm lucky here. Let the trial of the swift begin. Well, there's a goddamn submerged thing right there. Not a single card with the sprinter sigil. Failure. We will repeat that once more. Oh, okay. Trial of skins. Okay, pelt card. No, I don't have any. Rare card. Interesting. Winged. I feel like I've got a few rare cards. What are my winged cards? I've got like a sparrow. Let's do it. Let the trial of rarity begin. Ah, Mole Man. I saw the winged card and I was about to just like... Mole Man is a rare card. Success. I will grant you one of my most powerful boons. Cards that dramatically alter the game, and you don't ever need to draw them. The boon of Ambidextrous. You may draw twice at the beginning of your turn. OP. Very good. Boon of the Forest. You will start the battle with the Grand Firs on all of your spaces. Okay. The boon of the Magpie's Eye. When you draw from your deck, you may choose any card in your deck to draw. These are all very good. So this is just like, hey, you get a couple turns before your fight starts. Being able to choose what card you draw, obviously very good. But I'm going to be crazy here. I think just drawing 2 cards a turn is just the best option. That's my Magic the Gathering brain thinking here. Yes, it's very valuable to search for a single card and just get top deck whatever you want. But in a longer game, we're thinking marathon, not a sprint. Top decking that one card doesn't give me the mana to play it. More cards means more lands, more mana, more resources. And it's the only one that actually gives me more resources. The tree kind of helps. It gives me a head start at the beginning of the game. But I think this is the better option for me. Let's hope. Let's hope I made the right choice. You managed to get a boon. Oh, clearly also I'm like in the game right now, by the way. I think I am the piece. I am the puzzle piece. That's my take on the story. You managed to get a boon. This may be a fair competition. Look, I've played Slay the Spire. Don't jump scare me, okay? No cheap tricks. Mano y mano. You took your time out there, and I'm itching for another game. Are you ready to play? We're seeing his face for the first time. I've caught glimpses of his beard before, like sticking out of the shadows slightly. Am I ready to play? Yeah, sure. Oh, I should have looked around, huh? I hope you are adequately prepared. Of course. Of course. Perhaps one more to be safe. That's not fair. I should have looked around. I wish I had looked around just to look. Okay, he's got all of the masks. Like rotating around him. Skip a turn. Extra squirrel. Cut up a card. Hey! I know these guys. So chat, do you think he's playing my cards, or do you think he just has only rare cards? Well, first things first. I'm ringing the bell. I'm just gonna hit the mole man. It's a little loud, sorry. I'm just gonna turn it down. I don't think that will affect stream audio. If it's too quiet for you to hear the banger soundtrack going on right now, let me know and I'll turn it up. But it looks pretty looks pretty audible on my monitor. Well, the only reason I would assume he has my cards, but his Mantis God is not powered up. That's a normal strength, weak Mantis God. I'm ringing the bell. He's gonna hit for 3. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunate. Obviously not like an ideal start. Wait, oh shit. Okay, yeah, I can do it again. Wait, what? Yep. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I can bring out my Grizzly right now. I'm a little wary of using all of my super strong cards right out the gate, because again, if he has a, like, he's looking like the prospector right now. Is he gonna turn me to gold? Is he gonna turn my 2 best cards to gold? Possible. So I don't want to go all out, but I think this is a good enough start. Yep, he golded me. Well, that does in fact complicate things. Yeah, he's got all well, the reason that complicates things is that I played to clear his board instead of to deal damage. So now I'm in kind of a bad spot. Because I need to block the amalgam, so Moleman will have to do. I can take 1 hit from you, okay. Stop. Draw a card. God, okay, fine. I'll draw a card, asshole. Yeah, unfortunately I'm down 2 very strong cards right out the gate. Because of his tricky schemes. Get a little bit of life back. Yeah, sure. Take my gold nugget. That's fine. I'm very tempted to use my scissor on the amalgam right now. Because I don't have another way to clear it. Let's draw. Mantis God. In the hand. I have a squirrel there. I'm going to grab another squirrel. And I'm going to let this turn go. Mole Man will die. Unfortunately. But so will the enemy Mantis God. He takes my gold. That's fine. Now, can I see the board state, please? Thank you. I need to do 3 damage to this guy. Mantis God can do that, kind of, with some help. So I can Mantis God and Bat. No, Bat won't do it. Mantis God and what? Warren Zevon. Okay. I can actually work with this. I can work with this. I can work with this. Mantis and B? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, but... I wish I had something that did 3 damage. Does he have the Trapper mask on right now? No, he doesn't. Puts a rabbit in my hand, okay. I need to start doing damage because I'm low on life right now. Like, I gotta put the candles away. But I hate to use, like, I've already used one of my best cards this early on. And this is not really a good board state for Mantis God. It does damage. That's great. But I'm gonna B it up. And again, I'm gonna wait. I gotta B. Okay, big scary guy. Big scary guy is gonna hit my long elk. I would rather he didn't. Stink bug, okay. Do I have anything that can do 2 damage to this fucker besides Mantis God? Rat King? I'd have to sacrifice a vertebra and a squirrel. I'm in something of a tight spot here. Not really, but I don't have what I want to be able to clear the amalgam. This is where looking into my hand would be, like, getting to pick the card would be pretty nice. Basically, Long Elk dies next turn. And there's not really anything I can do about that. Except this. God, I hate to do it, but... So it's going to destroy the gold nugget, then move here, and get killed by the amalgam. Unless I put something there to stop the amalgam, in which case it gets killed by the Uriuli. So I'm kind of doomed one way or another, and I don't have anything that can actually get me out of that particular spot. Except... let's see if it works. I don't know. We'll see. Alright. Trade for what you can, but know this, the rest will stay and fight. I have a pelt. I actually have a pelt, so give me that rattler. Yeah, long elk is done, unfortunately. But I managed... I managed to get my long elk out of the Uriuli's line of fire, and it just so happened that it spawned into a wolf cub with death touch. That is not something I could have predicted. There's just nothing I can do about that. How many... I'm trying to look at my, my number of bones that I have, and I can't see it because my hand is too big. I'm going to take a squirrel. And a card from my deck. I'm actually running kind of low on cards from my deck. That's okay. Rattler, you've got to go here. And Stinkbug, I think you're the best choice for this job. I still have all my items. I'm actually in a solid spot. But this is gonna happen. Very, very good time to use this, but I don't know who he's hooking. Oh, no, he's golding. He's gold mining. He's gold mining. I'm not touching anything. I'm just... Sorry, Mantis God, you're gonna get turned to gold. Unless ending the phase spares me. Let's hope. Put that mask away, sir. You capably endured this onslaught of rare creatures. Yeah, so tough to make a call when you don't know what face he'll have next. I think they go in order, but I just don't know when they're going to activate. Like, I don't know if it's going to be this turn or next turn. You capably endured the onslaught of rare creatures, but the true challenge was forthcoming. Shadowy figures appeared before you. Those are stumps. In their eyes glimmered a recognition of kinship, but colored by guilt. They were betraying you. Louis and Kaminsky, I remember that one fondly. Neither of them are Cathara, but I did get an extra turn. They're not that strong, fortunately. They're like a little annoying. Alright, so here's the thing. Show me your face. He's the miner right now. He's the prospector. Yeah, there we go. He's the prospector. This is where if I had the goddamn fan, I could go straight to the next phase if I had that stupid fan. But I don't. Obviously, I do not. I have a lot of tools in hand for when this gets destroyed. But what I'm contemplating is if using my hourglass, if I use my hourglass, he'll skip his next turn. Will the mask go away? I have to try. I'm gonna try it. I'll pass my next turn. And so will I. I'm obligated to pass. Okay. He's still holding the fucking thing. He's still holding his pickaxe, so that was kind of a waste. Kind of a waste. But not completely. Not completely. Because I hope there's no hand limit, because I will just discard my entire deck if there is. I'm about to get nuggeted. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of damage. I think I might hit the next phase. Oh. This damned moon. I did it. I got through, by the way, 2 phases. So that is the value that I got from that hourglass, is it let me get to the next phase by destroying that stump. Without getting golded, without getting nuggeted. Maybe that was worth it. Only time will tell what's coming in the final phase. All right, that's going to be the end of my stream. We'll pick this up tomorrow. I have so many resources, though. Genuinely a million resources. I still have a squirrel in a jar. This damned moon. It's dramatic, yes, but it provides no value to my board. I wonder. Now that is value. Thanks for streaming. I was joking. Don't go, don't go. Now that is value. Okay, guys, we gotta destroy the moon. He just took a picture of the moon and put it on the board. The moon. Let's see. It blocks, obviously it blocks flyers. It will strike each space occupied by a creature. But it does 0 damage because of the stinker. At the beginning of its owner turn, a card bearing this sigil will pull small creatures like squirrels into its orbit. I don't know what that means, honestly. Is Stinkbug a small creature? I don't know. I got Death Touch, man. What am I afraid of? I do have to draw, though. Oh, Stoat, my old friend. Can I scissor? There are no cards of mine that you can cut. Fucking piece of shit. You tried to cut the moon in half. I would have. Yes, I would have done it. All right. Let's just ring. I've got cards on field. Yeah, Death Touch, you fucker. I destroyed the moon. You really destroyed the moon. I'm glad. I was worried they were going to pull some bullshit like, you can't Death Touch the moon? It's the moon. Yeah? Well, Death Touch is Death Touch. Rules are rules. I'm glad they stuck to it. I respect the game all the more for allowing me to destroy the moon. I suppose all that's left is to finish me off. How do I do that? Go on. I got all this shit in my hand. I guess I still have to draw, though. My last card. My last card. Alas, we meet again. Bro, I got Death Touch, too. I'm not touching anything. Like, if you want me to clear my board, make me do it. You know? I'm not sacrificing my guys.
Oh my, I think I just beat him. Oh.
What the fuck did I just do? Did he just shoot me in the real world? Cam works. It was all a camera advertisement. All right. Well, this is cool, obviously. There's some metagame shit going on here. I'm a little... like, this feels like a naturally good place to stop the stream. But I guess I gotta go through it, right? I've been going for a while. The game is not over. I don't think so, anyway. What do you think? What do you think, chatters? I wish there was someone who knew the game. Default trans femme, if you're here, if you're still here by any chance, if I exit the game right now, would I be able to get back to this screen, or would I have to beat the game again? Yeah, that's what I'm curious about, Sam. I'm a little, like, part of me wants to Google it, but I don't want to run into a spoiler. Let's just press on. Let's just press on. It's a Saturday night. Let's start with 9:15. Well, I see that there's a back button, but I'm like, if I press the back button, am I going to lose all of this? Am I going to be able to get back here? Let's just look. Okay, test camera. He said, oh shit.
Hey there, card gamers. I'm the Lucky Carter, and this is another pack opening video. Today, I am opening Catch Monsters packs and digging for that epic, shiny Transcend Dog! And here I'll add some crazy VFX with lightning bolts or something. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am about to open my first pack. Feeling good about this one. Feeling real good.
Oh my god, the scan lines look awful on stream. They're not that bad, but because I've nuked the resolution, it's they look pretty bad.
And our first rare is a Birchkin. Not exactly a viable competitive card, but hey, it's a pretty one. All right. Next pack. Feeling even better about this one. I gotta say, these cards are feeling extra silky today. I mean, they're so smooth. Not sure what they're doing down there at the card factory, but these are feeling good in my hands. Okay, let's see what we got here. Some jank cards, maybe a few additions to my draft cube. We'll see. And our rare for this pack is Bandog. Not exactly riveting so far, but we have many packs to go. Next pack, here we come. Just cut out this part.
We're gonna get some found horror, surely, right? Like, where is the found horror coming? Is it when he's in the woods? Is it when he finds, I don't know, teeth in the dirt?
Hey there, card gamers! I'm the Lucky Carter, and this is a vintage pack opening video. Today I'm opening a few super rare old packs I snagged at a garage sale. I've got 4 packs of Inscryption. You would not believe the deal I got on these.
That's the
now,
game.
Not all of you will even remember this game. I'm barely old enough to have seen these going around in my childhood. For whatever reason, they only did 1 set of these cards and then stopped printing them. There's not a huge market for them anymore, but at the rate I got them for, there's not really much to lose. That being said, a foil Mantis God goes for a couple $100.
Hey!
Fingers crossed. Really cool art on these. Definitely stands the test of time. And our rare for this pack is Blue Mage.
I've never seen that card.
Cool looking card, but not going to be worth very much. Alright. Let's see what we got going on in the second pack.
Mantis God. Mantis God.
This pack has been opened and resealed. Hope no one snuck the rare out of it.
Well, yeah, probably if they opened the pack, then yeah, they took the rare. Why else would you open the pack?
Come on, people, honestly. Who opens and reseals a pack?
Wormmon is basically Mantis God.
There's a set of coordinates on this card. Looks like they were drawn on with a pen.
Oh, some geocaching.
49 degrees north, 123 degrees west. I think I'd have to check, but I think that's pretty nearby.
Bro's geocaching. We're just geocaching, guys. Where's the scary?
Alright, you guys, I'm out here living my best life. Got my trusty headlamp and shovel. Always come prepared, kids. Alright.
This is spooky.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Getting close.
What do you mean getting? You didn't have. There weren't any minutes. It was just a.
Assuming there is a thing to get close to. This very well may be a massive waste of.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's an error video coming up next. The coordinates he read off the card were not precise enough to get you to a particular tree. Just saying. All right, let's look at the error video. Maybe it'll be scary. Oh, flashing lights warning. I think that was it. I think that was the whole thing. Sorry. Sorry for the flashing lights. All right, he's digging something.
All right. That's why you always bring an extra battery, boys and girls. Every time. You gotta come prepared.
I'm spooked.
Okay. All right. This is it. And now, we dig.
Right there.
I give a 75% chance it's a rock. But only one way to find out.
Spooky.
Is that?
It's a board game. It's
Oh my God,
Jumanji.
guys, I can't believe it. There's actually something here.
Jumanji. Mantis God. Floppy disk.
What?
Wait, it actually is Jumanji.
What the fuck? Guys, are you seeing this? I'm a little confused.
All right, we're almost there. He found a floppy disk of the game we're playing. And by the way, I've been curious about this, but the taskbar icon for Inscryption is a red floppy disk, which I'm like, I don't know what that has to do with Inscryption, but now I know. So that's analog horror, baby.
Wow, great video.
All right, the final video. It took 7 days for the floppy disk drive to ship in the mail, but it's finally here.
Okay, time to figure out what's on this thing.
And I'm assuming this is going to be the beginning of the game, right? Where we're like, I heard his voice at the beginning. Yeah, that's continue, not new game. It's continue. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of exactly how this game started. All right, I'm going to press back, and I'm going to try to find an opportunity to stop streaming. Hopefully this doesn't embark me into an entire new world where I'm dead in real life. Stop browsing footage. Yes. Okay, last saved 6 seconds ago. I'm going to the start screen. Sorry, I appreciate that you have a cake for me. I can't look at my deck. I don't know what the 12 there is, but I'm going to the start screen. All right. That was really cool, really fun, long stream. But thanks, Sam, Frey, Default Transfem, everybody else who tuned in just to lurk. Appreciate it. This was a lot of fun for me. I'm totally hooked on this game. I want to see where it goes from here. Hopefully I can trust that it said last save 6 seconds ago, because I do not want to have to go through all of that again, but I will if I have to. There is intrigue. You've got to catch the next stream. Cliffhanger moment. Also, thank you for bearing with me through the technical difficulties. I'm gonna, right now when I end stream, I'm gonna go back to defaults so that I can hopefully stream in the correct resolution next time. I really regret that I just kind of got stuck streaming bad resolution for a very climactic part of the game. there's no crying in baseball. So let's go look who to raid. Oh, by the way, Sam, I didn't ask who won the baseball game you were watching. Please answer while I'm looking for someone to raid. I might just do, it looks like Mr. Shasta just started streaming again. I know I just raided Mr. Shasta last night, but maybe let's just do it again. Let's just run it back. Wait, actually, hold on. Shout outs to Mr. Shasta, but I feel like the found footage of like digging in the woods for floppy disks makes me think of Critter Vision. So let's instead, we gave Shasta the love last night. I love Mr. Shasta. Shout out Mr. Shasta. Tune in. But let's keep the creepy nighttime forest vibes going with a raid of Critter Vision, and keep your eyes peeled for floppy disks and critters and creatures. There's some critter like right up on the camera right now. Oh my god, it's too late. You're missing it. Thanks for watching. Bye.